Hey, 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 welcome you motherfuckers. And to everybody out there, to all my haters, eat the shit out of my ass. Welcome to the WTF Hate Crew. Hello. What's going on, buddy?
First of all, how was your weekend, WTF? Tell us a little bit
Uh,
about that. How's it going over there?
oh, man. You sound like over there. Are you in another country? What the fuck? No, I'm joking.
No, I'm just right next to you
Yeah, I
with
know.
my
I know.
with my
That fucking,
with
that
my
kind of
with my
shit.
golden dildo.
I know that kind of scares me and shit. I'm gonna have to tell the guards to look out for a short little fucking troll holding a long black dildo. You know?
With no hairs or very few hairs and a receding hairline. Oh man,
Oh shit! So what's going
how's it
on?
going?
Oh good. I want to take a quick shout out for this Memorial holiday. Thank you to all the guys that have served before us, that have given the ultimate sacrifice, and to all the guys that are all buddies, veterans, active service, everybody that is standing the watch. Uh, Thumbs up and always hoorah. And to all the guys that are on this hate crew, um, all the vets, all the guys, we got each other's back. We got each other's six. And I hope everybody enjoys this show. Okay, Ella, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I want to say hello to everyone in the live chat once again, and of course everybody else who is going to listen to this podcast later on. You might have seen that I came out with a short video over on my channel where I announced a few things, and I was walking around in a hotel, and I was a little bit distracted, because there's a lot of people. It was a little bit loud, and I was looking at the stuff on the buffet. But I would like to take the chance here to take the opportunity here to talk a little bit about what is going to happen in the next few days and weeks, I believe, because I think we have the attention of the community. They showed up once again as we established the number one channel in the Philippines YouTube community in this genre here. First of all, let's get to the Michael Fazio podcasts. Michael Fazio and I are regularly having phone conversations, and of course, we will give you an update about his case, about his opinion and views on the community and also on other vloggers. Very easy, 1 hour, sometimes 40 minutes podcasts. Check it out. And I will be putting out some of those within the week. Uh, then this second thing that I want to talk about is more like a fun thing, as at least for our side and our supporters. Um, I have received several emails, and even our guys are having doubts. Is it All of the Winter or not? Is All of the Winter exposed or not? And not going to tell you about if it's me or not, but just look or watch my vlogs. I will make a couple of short vlogs, and sometimes it's more in a sarcastic way, but you will get the point. And at some point, I will do a screen recording, and then I will really give you the stuff that you need to know. It's more about dates you need to, and I will explain everything in detail. You will look at the dates, you will look at the chat logs, you will look at the emails, you will look at when these things were published. And I think nothing has changed. I think it was like last week when One Nut has published all of this. You can go over there and take screenshots. Don't worry, we have that stuff ready for you, and I will put it all together. And then at the end of it, let's see if he will rebuttal or if he will take it down or still stick to it because he can't admit that he was wrong. It wouldn't be out of his character. But speaking of One Nut, that's the third point, and I would like to talk a little bit about that as well. You guys have seen that there is a German national down in Cebu, and his name is Guts, okay? And his channel is Guts sa Cebu, which is Tagalog Guts from Cebu or in Cebu. And Guts is a guy who is a former member of Philippinen Forum Deutschland. I spoke a little bit about it on my channel as well. That's a huge forum. It's mostly about the members there are from mainly three countries. It's Germany, of course, is the number one German-speaking country, the biggest speaking country, and then Austria, also German-speaking, and of course the German-speaking part of Switzerland. So Germans, Filipino Germans, Filipino Swiss, Filipino Austrians, Filipinos in that area in Europe, they all somehow know that forum. You know, they do meetings every 6 months, and I was very, very active on there, of course, under my name, Alo, and I trolled the fucking shit out of them. I mean, that's when I came on the scene. I mean, big time. You know, it's like it really got out of fucking control, and it was in the years 2005, 6, and 7. So that forum has been around for a while now, and Guts came on the scene a little bit later than that. I have to correct that because it was not after my time. I mean, before my time, it was after my time. And Guts is a guy who has uh, posted very detailed comments about his journey, why he left Germany, and I have read some of them. And his name there was Bonner 48, Bonn, the city, the western German city of Bonn, the former capital. After the Berlin Wall came down, the Germans moved it back to Berlin, their real capital. So I reached out to him, and Bonner has replied and said, "Yeah, we can do that." I also sent him an email. He told me to send me an email, and he seems to be willing to answer a few questions. And of course, I would like to entice him to do so because I think that he has absolutely no idea who Bama really is. Basically, his X is now the new girlfriend of Bama. And if we can pull this off, that would be fantastic because I think that he would be able to tell us a lot of things. That girl has been his girlfriend for around even 6 to 8 years, I believe. Several years they have been living together. They had a intense, long relationship, I believe, and it all ended.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that the Alabama tick, or whoever or whatever you want to call him, is now profiting from that money because apparently, according to Guts, she went around and
Yeah.
has lent money. And please, Bama, if you hear this, um,
Hmm.
just for the record, don't go there and say, "Oh, but my girlfriend is a Filipina, and you guys did a big mistake. She's going to find." No, you won't. And I have seen her, and people like her. And I know I'm going to sound very arrogant, like a piece of shit again here, but the thing is, people like that are the people that I employ to clean my toilet and to work at the farm and do things for me. So you must have a very bad taste when it comes to women. Generally, these women who are hanging out with these dudes are just fucking I don't know, that's just fucking
By
trash.
the way, that you're saying that, Aloe,
Yeah.
it's funny you mentioned that in that last video of him. He has this young, skinny girl standing by, her back and everything, long hair. And he's saying, "Oh, that's my friend." That's when he was wasted. And,
Yeah.
oh, and all this. This history and all these accusations. I know from a long time ago when a guy gets so easily fired up over being called a pedophile is usually guilty from my experience. I mean,
Well,
I
he wants definitely to make sure that nobody thinks of him as a person who would get involved in such a thing.
with young
And
children, yeah,
from
young
yeah,
kids.
but from our based on our information, are we really sure? Do we really see what happens behind the scenes? I do
No,
not know. But let me just tell you this: the people that he usually dates with. Because usually what happens is, WTF and Alo, they spoke about my girlfriend and she is a Filipino national. Oh, now they are in trouble. No, we are not. We are absolutely not. We are not going to change the course of this show here. We are going to talk about whatever we want, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. It's the same when that other guy, the GI Joe guy, said, "Oh,
Yeah.
WTF is going to be served," and WTF and Michael Fazio has been talking to him, doesn't need name me, and they are making
Right.
threats against all kinds of people. No, there's nothing you can do about that. In 3 working days, GI Joe will be probably getting an answer from the prosecutor's office where they might or might not dismiss his case itself, and I think it's going to be a big lesson for him. And if that's
Right.
the case, you will find out, because we will put that out as a fucking big, huge victory, and it's looking good from based on the informations that I got. But that is something that we will do when it's already confirmed. So no, nobody is
hmm
in trouble. Nobody is going to be in trouble. We have been doing
Can
this
I
for
got a
six,
word out for you.
seven
I got a
years.
shout out.
Yes,
I
please.
want to. I'm real quick. I'm sorry about that, Ella. To that little fat hobbling penguin that walks around. If you guys paid attention, he's walking around the pool table with his fat belly out in front. Can't even get close to the pool table. Okay, and you can hear his breathing. Okay, why would the VA ask him, or a doctor ask him, to get on a treadmill? Okay, obvious he has some problems somewhere, or his heart, and they want to verify it. This guy is feeding the biggest bullshit ever. Like we discussed before on previous shows, that 25,000 that he bragged about, ooh, living the 5-star lifestyle in the Philippines, is his back pay. If you paid attention, Exhibit 1, his paperwork showed only 1 of 7. He only showed you the top. Oh, this is my stuff from the VA and all of this, blah blah bullshit. Okay, fat boy, you sit there and mock every. Oh, and by the way, this shit of you coming after me with an attorney for saying whoop whoop, whatever, dude, bring it. You don't even have enough of money. You better save that shit in the bank, bruh. You better save that shit. You're gonna need it. And to that little whore that you had there, or I should say, lady boy that you had with you on there, we know your shit. You're a lady boy lover. You like that fucking reach around when you're doing your shit, or you guys do the 69 and you guys just go at it. We know the truth. We know the truth, Mister GI Joe.
He's
So
not
don't
going to be
be.
happy about that statement, I tell you.
What statement? Which one? There was a
Just the one
lot.
that you just put out
I don't give a
about the
fuck.
ladyboy and shit like that.
I don't give a
Let me
fuck.
be very clear about this here, okay? Let me be
Yeah,
very clear about this. These
yeah.
vloggers, these so-called vloggers, these lifestyle vloggers, all of them, that includes the guy in Mallball, and of course many others. Um, and I think it's the guts issue that made me think about this a bit. All these
Right.
guys who have been screwed over, sometimes I think they really fucking deserve that. And I'm not including Guts here, because Guts actually, from what I know, is a decent guy. And it's often these guys who actually get screwed over because they are just the nice guys. And in real life, the nice guys, they just get taken advantage of. But when I look at the girl, I really must say, what kind of fucking trash is this? What kind of fucking trash is this? I
Exactly.
mean, what kind of fucking people are you dating? And they really deserve each other. I tell you this, you come to the Philippines and you look at the people you hang out with, it's kind of like a mirror. If you have been fucking trash in the Western countries, it's highly likely that you will end up with fucking bottom feeder fucking trash here too. And these people, they really deserve each other. I mean, we have a guy who thinks he is some sort of a superstar, and all you see is just fucking hookers, and all these fucking bitches They really fucking deserve it. Because it's like these fucking hookers and fucking prostitutes, and these are fucking desperate fucking uh, pieces of shit who try to who think that they can get a guy who would somehow pay them a fucking, I don't know, give them a cell phone, or take them out and stuff like that. But they also have their agendas. These fucking bar girls. They also
Yeah,
have
of
it's
course.
it's not a Westerner versus local issue. It's just really like trash meets trash. Trash hangs out with trash, and it's not anything else. I mean, look at these fucking people. The other dude, what's his name again? Like Ben Bitchton and his fucking channel,
Oh
ends
my
up with
God.
fucking lady boys and fucking trash in the streets out there. These dudes are walking around in the fucking lonely fucking alley, drunk, dressed with like $5 attire, fucking low life, all written all over it. And it's just almost too easy to fucking bash these people. And please, again, just all this legal talk and stuff like that, just fucking forget about that, because you are probably getting your fucking case dismissed, and the only reason why we are not announcing it yet is because it's just not ready yet. But it's really looking good. 3 days, and then another 3 days, and that's like 6 working days. So now it's Monday. We will probably be out with a decision by end of next week, or 3 weeks, if the case is going to get dismissed or not. I cannot go into details right now, but that's what I am waiting for. If that specific case, is going to be dismissed, it's fucking open season. And you know what I told you about all these things, because if this doesn't take the first hurdle at the prosecutor's office, it really means that there was no link established between what was said and the person who has filed that affidavit. And that means you will really get away with a lot of things. And it really looks like as if that is covered, and nobody is going to be held liable for anything. And I believe most of you do not really know what I'm talking about right now, but for some of the insiders, stay tuned. I expect good things to happen over the course of the next 2 weeks. Again, it's going to look good, and I think the first person who is going to lose his fucking shit is GI Joe, because then he realizes these dudes on WTF, man, they talk about fucking shooting people, torturing people. They talk all kinds of shit. And it is my channel that got taken down. Why? 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 Why is that? It's so unfair. And he will go and fucking lose his fucking shit and make fucking threats on the internet. It's like, WTF, hello, everybody who associates with them, they will go down. They will go down in flames. They will crash. And then he comes near to the fucking cam. It's like when he comes very close, he looks straight into the camera. You see the fucking crazy in his eyes. Have you noticed that? Like that
Yeah.
empty fucking
Yep.
these empty fucking dead eyes, and almost like crying, and he looks and he reads the fucking comments, and he doesn't really know what to say for a second, and he looks in there, and he's like you see the fucking crazy man, and it's just
Well,
like,
no, no, no. I was just gonna
provoking
say.
a guy like that is just fucking fun. I actually hope the
Oh,
guy
it's
takes fucking hostages and shoots people in a fucking Jollibee somewhere. Like, bring me WTF, bring me out of the winter. I will shoot people here. It's like, I mean, it doesn't matter if he will do it back in. Doesn't matter if he will do it here or there, or whatever, buys himself a fucking semi-automatic machine gun, and puts down 150 people, and then comes in the news, and the reason for it is the gunman was triggered, apparently WTF and Out of the Winter triggered him to go on a fucking rampage, and the whole world
well. You know
the
what?
whole
I was
world
just gonna say something, Aloe.
the whole world
With
tunes into the WTF live stream. I mean,
right, and he thinks he's getting under our thing. This is just quality content. That's all it is. He takes it to another level to where he starts breathing hard, and sweating like a freaking fat pig. He waddles around like a freaking penguin. Okay, come on. And then he discusses, like I said, shit from they're wanting to do this. You stupid motherfucker. Do you know that you can lay there and get the shit injected in you? It'll speed up your heart. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to have that for surgery. So you know what? Don't try to impress people. Don't try to fucking throw a line of bullshit. Just admit you love the lady boys in Thailand. Now you've come over here in the Philippines and you love the lady boys in the Philippines. That's it. Okay? You
The
can't get
question is, why
quality
is the guy
women.
still? The question is that I always ask myself now that you brought that up. Why is the guy still here? What is he trying to prove? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody wants that guy in the community. Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody in this community, all these other channels, they just fucking shit on him. Most of these guys turned on him because that's who he is. He is the guy who burns people. He is the guy who burns down, bridges. And it's not our guys. So why is the guy still here? What's this all about? What's his goal? What's the end game? I mean, the guy
There,
is
there
obviously not
is
in
none.
good shape and running out
No.
of money. And just because he walks up to the fucking Manila Hotel or the Diamond or
Yeah, yeah,
Crown
whatever.
and
So what?
drinks the San Miguel Light doesn't mean shit. You need to have a lot
Let me
more
tell
than
you this. Let
that.
me tell you one
It's a
thing
joke.
straight
He's a
up.
joke. He's a
Joke. He's a
joke.
straight joke. And if you're making 7,000 US a month, I would never be caught dead in a slum bag fucking bar fine whore fucking bar fucking going, oh look guys, this is my 5-star lifestyle. Yeah, yeah. Oh, come on. I mean, I just don't get it. These guys can think they can bamboozle all these motherfuckers in the genre and think, oh, this is what exactly we were talking about, Alo. Um, fucking Bama gives this impression that anybody can come to the Philippines and this is his market. He attracts these scumbags that come watching on YouTube about these young girls and they're salivating. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it the way it is. I've seen Pennsylvania Trucker on Havoc Master's channel earlier. And by the way, they were slamming everybody, us, Pai, everyone. And there's one thing I seen for the first time. I seen that motherfucker up close to the camera, and I had to decide which way to move my head because the eyes were pointing in different directions, like a fucking cyclops. Okay, first of all, when a motherfucker looks like that and he was friends with Bama and he's fucking trying to suck dick on all these other channels to get accepted, I don't care if you got an AR-10, an AR-15, or whatever in your truck. Okay, that don't matter to me. In fact, I, I think it's awesome to bear arms. But the thing that gets me is it threw chills down my spine when I seen your face. I mean, that's pure fucking like evil shit. Like you mess with kids. There were some rumors a while back. I'm not going to get into that, but all I'm just saying is it's just fucking crazy, Aloe. This shit, it's just mind boggling. And like I said, you only see 10% of what's live. 90% of it is fucking evil. They're just showing you the tip of the iceberg, and that's it.
Let me
That's it.
ask you this: since nobody watches that dude Havoc, and nobody actually watches it, can you
Yeah,
give me a short overview of what has been said on there? Probably some of the people in the live chat also want to know, just like a short version of that
yeah.
nothing burger.
Yeah, guys, real quick my wrenches, get rid of that bitch Heidel instantly. No matter how many times she gets up, guys. Um, if you're in the background there, I know you guys are there. Get rid of that bitch. But anyways, basically, Havoc Master did basically in the beginning. It was having some problems with his show, and he did the same thing when he came live with us. Aloe, the shit of, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I mean, I think total he had 6 people live on his show, and he has 400 subscribers. Look, I've said this before and I'll say it again. It isn't about how many subscribers you have. For instance, I'll give an example. Big Kev, not bashing your channel, okay? But if you have 2.5 or 1.8 thousand, what good is your channel if you only have fucking 30 people or 18 at one time watching your show? What good is it? I mean, it absolutely makes no fucking sense to me. I know, and what the truth of the story be told is that half those people just forget about who they subscribe to, and then when they see you come up, they go, "Oh fuck, this guy wants to buy." Make your show interesting. Just say, buy me a dildo," instead of "buy me a donut."
I sell those, by the way. I have a big company. I sell those
Oh
stuff,
yeah, yeah,
by the
that's
way. Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah,
Al. Yeah,
yeah.
that's right,
But
Al.
I will
Yeah.
talk about that another time. Let me just ask you, what did the PA trucker say there on there? You mentioned a few things, bashed a few people, but
Well, I
what did
mean,
he
they were in
specifically say?
general. Havoc Master thinks he's some tough guy over there. Whatever. You know what? I've seen those kind of guys. It is what it is. You just got to laugh about it. But the bottom line is, it was a joke, Aloe. I just sat there for a few minutes and I yawned, and then I have nothing against anybody. It is their show, whatever. It's a fucking joke. But when I seen him for the first time get up close, that good of a fucking angle, I just said, fuck. It just threw a chill. Not that he scared me, but it just like, these weird motherfuckers come over here. It's happening. I mean, all these people were salivating for when the borders were opened up, and it's all trash. The guys that are fucking good come in there, they do their shit, they don't want any part of it. Hold on a minute. They don't want any part, and they're sitting doing their own shit in the background, whatever. They don't do this crazy shit, and I'm seeing it evolve slowly. It has been going on for a long time. It's just fucking crazy, Ella. It's just crazy. It's guys that can't get something, but they know or they think that they can go to Asia and get away with that shit because the system is slow, and it's fucking bullshit, and they're taking advantage of the poverty that these girls have, and it's fucking disgusting.
I agree. I agree to that statement wholeheartedly. And in the same
Yeah,
time, it
yeah.
seems to me that I heard the clicking of a gun somewhere.
No, good evening, gentlemen. I'm just sitting here eating the official candy bar of Olongapo that every Filipino wants. It's called
Oh
a
yeah.
Hershey bar.
Oh.
You know, I hear you. I'm going to give you two a little background. Okay. When it comes to Joey and Steve, okay, so I'll use their real first names, okay, AKA Focus Photo and AKA Havoc Master. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to these two gentlemen, they grew to hate me when I appeared on Quentin Balut, which
Oh.
which means crazy talk. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they grew to hate me because I would talk politics with Dave.
Mm-hmm.
I would talk about what's going on in the Philippines with Dave. And there was times I agreed with Dave. And see, these two had such a hate for Dave. It was ridiculous. So automatically you got to hate Popeye because he likes Dave, guilt by association, right? And these two have been on the scene for 5, 6, 7 years. And the way they started out, they were both trolls. They never had a live stream. They never had nothing. In the beginning, they were just trolls in the live chat, right? And it took them like 3, 4 years to get brave and do a live chat, both of them, okay? And essentially, they're just two fucked up individuals that I could neither comprehend or want to try and comprehend. right? And I never had anything against them to begin with. But the hate came my way because I associated. Now I'm here on this channel talking to you two idiots, so I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. Just like anytime Nico comes on here, he gets hate because he came on here and he talked to WTF and he talked to Aloe.
Yeah.
See, this is the childish mindset that these people have.
You're saying they're giving him hate now? Personally? Emails?
Dude, when he come on the channel, the hate was evident in the chat.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I ignore that shit.
And then the last Popeye short I did, I premiered a Popeye short. Fucking 25 fucking people showed up for that motherfucker. You wouldn't believe the hate in the chat for Nico.
Oh no. Oh, yeah.
Goddamn fucking Aloe lover. Oh, fucking kissing Aloe's ass. And see, this is how they start. And their hate grows inside them. Okay. And this is what's so fucking funny is they say that we're the haters.
Yeah.
But look what's going on. Look what's really going on. And I laugh at them. I mean, because I know all their stories. I know what fucking Bama did to fucking Joey. Okay? In his own fucking house. I know that fucking story. I know it inside and out.
Yeah.
It was given to me a long time ago, but I will never fucking repeat it. And what he did was fucking unspeakable. But yet, these two motherfuckers still stick up for him. You know why? Because they hate us.
Yeah.
So who's
and you know,
who's
Popeye,
the real
if you
hater
think about
here?
that,
And it takes a man to admit. That's the problem.
right.
It takes a real man to admit and say, oh, no, you know, all these RRR guys, hate them or love them, they were always right. They were always right every single fucking time. And that really pisses them off because this is not a competition at the end between 2 or 3 or 4 camps who has the best channel or gets more views.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, for our guys at least, and I know that because I speak to you guys and you know who you are quite regularly. For our guys, it's more about calling these people out for their fucking criminal behavior. That's what it is. Criminal behavior from people who indeed were taking advantage of women and children, period.
Yeah.
That's the driving force behind here. But you know, what can you expect of people who are so stupid, who can be baited? Just like what I did with you know, with the whole fucking All of the Winter exposure. I am sometimes shocked at the level of stupidity coming from some people in this community, and some of them are even here in the fucking live chat, still going and still thinking Aloe is going to trying to deflect because he got caught. You don't even think of the possibility that it has that it has been a prank, that it has been a bait. It doesn't even pop up in your mind, and that's how simple-minded you are. But let's get back to the real point here of what Popeye just said. I'm very aware and read between the lines, and I'm absolutely with you on that statement. The things that have happened, not only in that house, but in other places, is fucking unspeakable and is fucking disgusting. And I tell you,
what happened in Magnolia, man?
Exactly. I'm telling you, and I am absolutely sure about that. If you guys would know, every single one of you would say, yes, the RRR guys were right. Yes, this is information that I was not aware of. Yes, I'm 100% with you. Yes, he deserves to what is coming from him. Absolutely. And the only people are the ones who are just like him, who would still stick it up for him. Why? Because they see nothing wrong in the behavior itself, even after they see what has taken place, and it's one of the reasons why I believe that staying neutral on this case, when it comes to the bald man, to the moral ball beast, is wrong. Remember when I said that there is no need to go after him, there is no need to bother him, because I saw him in that video. But the thing is, there is so much more to it, and Popeye just gave you a hint, and we have received from various sources information about all these incidents. And
Exactly.
I must say, I'm almost speechless.
I am too, man. It's fucking.
And this is not drama, or this is not trying to build up some anticipation here just for the views and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't even fucking matter. Doesn't matter who has the best show, has the most views. Doesn't fucking matter. This is about decency.
Yeah.
This is about calling out the real guys, the guys who have done so much fucking damage. And I just hope that all of this will will catch up to him sooner or later. And there's really no other outcome. Something has to fucking happen. Something has to fucking happen.
I'm fucking getting tired of him saying, "Oh, I'm coming. I'm gonna do this." This motherfucker is the most disgusting human being I've ever seen, and I've seen some shit through the world when I served. That guy is I mean, if this shit was going on, they got him in America, he would have been fucked. But see, this is why he's over here, Aloe, because he's taking advantage of the situation. He's in Southeast Asia. He knows the system ain't going to do shit. He's got this sense of fucking Superman syndrome that he can do what he wants. You know what? When you start, I'm going to hang it on the line. I don't give a fuck. Bama, you're a disgusting piece of shit. You fucking snagged these young girls. You've done it in front of other people. We know. We've got the contacts. We got our sources. We know exactly everything you've fucking done. You're a piece of fucking shit. Leave those young girls alone. Why don't you go up there and get some quality, whatever you want to call it? You degrade it all the time. You say piece of meat. Oh, I ain't going to let some bitch tell me what to do. You're a fucking piece of shit. How can you get up every day and look at yourself? Well, I couldn't look at myself. You look like that, I would fucking tear down every mirror in the place. You're a snaggle-tooth piece of shit. So anyways, I'm done with that before I go off and get in trouble and my channel gets banned. Here you go, Aloe. Go ahead.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you with that statement. Absolutely with you.
I was pissed
There are a
off.
lot of things. There are a lot of things that were out there, and it's not just one source alone. It's different sources. It comes all together. The info, everything that Popeye just said, and I know exactly what he is referring to. I didn't really want to talk about this, but now that it's out in the open, at least for the guys out there who understand what these two co-hosts of mine here just said. It is very clear where this is going, and I think we cannot stay neutral. I think at some point we will need to do something. And if that fucking case with that lady that's happening right now, if it doesn't get to the point where the authorities do their fucking job, then somebody has to fucking report him and get a fucking real lawyer.
Yeah, well, that's why I said what I said, because I don't want to give too much away. But
I don't either. Yeah,
I do want to let these people know that, dude, we're onto your ass. Okay, we're onto your ass, and it's just the way it is. You don't like it, you get upset when you get called out on your horse shit. I mean, I'll be honest with you. When I was a very young man and I first went to Philippines, the bars, the fucking hookers, or the entertainers or the RAOs, what that was fun when you're
Yeah.
sowing your wild oats, okay? But you put those adolescent childish things behind you. You don't bring them into your life when you're in your 50s and 60s, like GI Joe, right? And I heard you talking about GI Joe, and I said in the live chat he's not even worth doing a Popeye short on. And Freebird said, "Oh, everybody is." No, not everybody is. If I do a short on you, it's because you're a special case. Like, I'm tempted to do a Popeye short this week because, like, I saw a video today and I saw a shadow in the video.
Shadow on the wall. You know that fucking song?
Yeah. Yeah.
And all morning I've been going over the video looking at the reflective floor to see if I could get a picture, and I
Mhm.
extrapolated it and I put it into
Right.
big ass program. And I just wanted to come out and say, I got Aloe, I got him, I got him. But
Let me tell
it
you
just
something about
didn't
that. Let
happen.
me tell you something about that. Speaking of the shadow, don't do your short yet because I am doing specifically one with the shadow, and I already took footage of it. It's around 2 minutes long, where I do something with my shadow, and I put it in on unlisted, and I have shared it to a few guys already. You guys know who I'm talking about, the Hungarian hacker. I believe you're in the chat as well. I just want to
Hmm.
say that there is more when it comes to the shadow because I will only say two words: the height, but you don't really see that in the shadow, but the hairline, the receding hairline. That's the key word here. And I will
Hmm.
do something with the shadow and you'll see it. So wait, I will put that out just after this show here, since you brought it up, the
Hmm.
famous shadow. There's something else I would like to tell you
Yeah.
guys. I have spoken to a guy that I really respect, and that is Gerry Rizzo, and I'm not throwing him under the bus here when I say this. I spoke about a few issues that were brought up here, the Bama issue and other topics,
Yeah.
and we both uh, had a very similar opinion about this. And Popeye also just said it. The bar scene, the
Hmm.
entertainers, the hookers, the ladies of the night. Okay, whatever you want to call them. That is something where guys go into, they have fun, and it's a business transaction basically. The girls know what they are up to. They go in there, they know what time it is, and again, it's a lot of booze, fun, good times. Absolutely no
Hmm.
problem with that. But
Yeah.
what we are talking about here is abuse.
Right.
Abuse when you bait young girls, misrepresenting yourself into your apartments, into your house, and then you overwhelm them doing what he did. And when they resist, even using violence. And this has been
Exactly.
covered up from several people who know about this. And I'm actually surprised that Popeye knew about this. I did not know that you were given these informations and details, as you said, even years ago. So that means that it's somehow like an open secret in the community. I
Hmm.
always knew that something was going on. I always knew that there was abuse. I always knew firsthand from people. In the case of Minganilla, for instance, I have spoken to the landlord there and asked him, why did your in laws demand from you to get rid of that guy. And he gave me a very watered down version of what really has happened. I know of people who have called the police. I have direct communication with the guy who has done that. I heard the call that night. That was years ago. But I was not aware of the severity of what has happened in those years. That I have to admit. And I'm, again, surprised about the use of violence, the use of intimidation, and the cover up in the years later. And the people who were involved in this, the people who never came forward, the people who are still supporting these people, and they're still out there.
Fucking
And
ass.
at some point, I believe that once the community sees more of what is really going on in the background, I think that the big number of people will come around and say, actually, the RRR guys, I mean, maybe they are fucking assholes, maybe they talk shit, maybe they are
Mhm.
whatever, but at the end of the day, they are not like those guys. They
Okay,
do not
let
are
me
not they are
say
not like that.
let me say this. Yes, number one, I am an asshole. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll admit it. Number two, I enjoy talking shit. And number three, here are the people you need to go ask. You need to go ask Steve. You need to go ask Joey. You need to go ask Jay. And I can guarantee you won't get any answers out of these guys.
Yeah.
No.
Those
I
are
avoided to name these people, but what Popeye just said is exactly the names that also popped up in my mind. That includes also a guy
Exactly.
from Perth. It also includes a guy from Perth who was looking for a fucking fish restaurant in the Perth area.
so if you take a look at my Popeye shorts and you go back to the one Year of the Hobo that was done in 2017, 2018, that's when I had all this information. That's why I put up that Popeye short, Year of the Hobgoblin. And in that Popeye short, it shows him abusing Jenny, slapping her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yelling at her.
Yes.
Okay. I put it out there for all to you to see, but yet you motherfuckers, some of you in this live chat listening right now, all threw hate on me because I did it. All because I uncovered the fucking truth of what this guy truly is. You sent hate my way because I told the fucking truth. And it's right there. You can see him doing it. I have no special fucking power to manipulate the video to make him do that. That's his voice. That's him. I'm not a videographer, okay? I just steal the shit that he puts up originally and I put funny shit in between it that is relevant. You motherfuckers laughed, but you're not seeing the truth of what I'm truly saying. Okay? I'm saying this guy abuses people. And I
Yes.
say this guy is a narcissist because he turns around on his own live stream, comes into this live chat with his cohorts, and says that I'm the woman abuser. Okay, Bama, that's not reflection. Reflection is something Aloe did. Okay, he reflected his shadow. He reflected his image in the floor. Okay. What I am talking about is fucking projection. Projection means
Mhm.
when you have attributes of, when you have your attributes that you don't like in yourself, You then turn around and say these other people have these attributes. That's projection. Okay. Now, this guy went to a school for troubled kids right here in Florida. I know
Who?
this motherfucker's history inside and out.
Bama went to a school there, like for Mongos or something.
Yeah, yeah. It's for the kids that got ADHD, slow learning. They're always causing trouble in class. Here in Florida, we take our troubled children
Mm-hmm.
and we put them in a special school. And we have all kinds of police officers in
We
that.
call it Parliament over here in the in Switzerland.
Yeah. And
A parliament.
see, everybody's forgetting the history that I put out on this motherfucker. The only thing that his haters were interested in doing is we got to get rid of Popeye because this motherfucker's got the info and this motherfucker's telling the truth.
Right.
Okay? Simple as that. But you see, I came back. And I said, well, let's try it again. Maybe I'll be able to get somebody to listen to me. I got Alu Manati to listen to me. I got Whiskey to listen to me.
Yep.
And I don't know about fucking Aloe because he's got a receding hairline. If you stop eating oily foods, Aloe, you'll save what hair you got left.
The desk is too high for me to watch your shit on my monitor.
That's fucking funny shit.
But let me climb on the chair later on, and then maybe I'll take a look.
That's fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, it is.
This is what I'm saying about this guy. And I'm serious with y'all right now. I'm not making any jokes or anything. This guy is a serial. I don't want to use that word. This guy is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Inside and out. To the fucking
As bad as
core.
can be, right? As bad gets.
There is
I'm
no
with you with that.
there is no fucking redemption for this guy. All right. If he was to die today, and if you
It'll be a good
believe
day.
in what I believe in, this motherfucker would go straight to fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
And the first job he would get would be sucking the devil's cock. Right? And he'd probably have to do that for about 1,000 years. Okay? About 1,000 years, suck the devil's cock. All right? And, so I told you all the fucking truth. So when I go away again and I, turn that knob to the off position and say, fuck YouTube, remember what I said. Plain and simple.
These are the famous last words, and they remind me of our famous last words when shit went down in the Bebots issue with the Bebots issue. It's basically like a Bebots 2.0 issue here. And now that I mentioned Bebots, you guys must understand what kind of issue that we are talking about here. I mean, it doesn't get more clear than that. That's the key word here, and we see the same resistance. We see the same reactions. You guys are just trolls. You guys just talk shit. You guys are just jealous because you can't do what I have. That's why you are jealous. And it's the same lame excuses. And yet we have a group of people who actually still sticks it up for him for whatever reason.
That's the cover up crew. And you know what? The cover up to me is even worse than the crime.
Yeah.
Well, fuck yeah. Yeah.
I told Rizzo, I gave him an example. Rizzo, you're a decent, good guy. Know you since 5-6 years now. The fucking YouTube drama in the Philippines brought us together. A very diverse, colorful bunch of people from every fucking corner of the world. And Who would have expected that? Who would have thought that we are still here doing what we do? But I told him, if I would find out, and of course that goes both ways, but if I would find out Riso would be like doing some fucking shit in the background, let's say going to Cambodia, engaging in a certain type of, uh, sexual
Nefarious,
perversion.
nefarious activities.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I would
yeah.
not, I would not associate myself with him anymore, and I would just somehow wait and see what happens. And if there would be a reason to go ballistic about it, I would just fucking uncover it and put it all out there with the
Yeah.
evidence and everything else. Because that's where friendship ends. At some point, you have to make a decision. When you find out about something that is absolutely fucking disgusting, what do? Do you cover it up? Do you just even actively help to covering it up? That says a lot about your moral compass, ladies and gentlemen. When you know things like that have happened and you do not say anything about it, and you just even stick it up and dismiss it as the usual hate crew speech, hate crew talk, then something is seriously wrong with you.
That's right.
And I want to put out that message to Frank, by the way. Frank, don't think for a second that we are now on your side. We are not on your side. You are a piece of shit as well. Just want to put that out there. But you are just a piece of shit who has a house now. And that's the only difference. We will talk about you as well on that, because I know
Yeah,
you're listening to this. Don't think that just because we tell the truth about the mall wall beast doesn't make us allies or something like that, just for the record, because I know he's listening, and then he will come out with another fucking vlog, and the WTF crew now, they finally saw what was going on, blah, 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 blah. I mean,
Oh,
that
let
guy
me
must have
stop you
missed
there.
all
It's not
our shit.
finally saw. I just told you I knew about this fucking shit 3 fucking years ago. Okay?
Dates
yeah,
back to the RRR days, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But it's just important to let the people know, and to let especially the one nut guy know that us talking about this doesn't mean that we are supporting his view, because one nut also doesn't give a fuck about any of this. Actually, for him, it's just about the two camps going against each other, and then he wants the community to side with him for whatever reason. He doesn't really care about that. I mean, the only reason why he is in this is because he wants to prove a point. I do not really know what that is, but it's still good enough for some form of
When is
entertainment.
that guy? Hello. When is that guy gonna realize he's just a fucking tool? You know,
I think he
especially.
will never realize it, because that would be
Yeah,
just it would just fucking be devastating for him. So they stick to the
yeah,
lies. They stick to their version of their truth, and nobody else
yeah.
actually sees it.
Dude,
So
him and Biden are the same, man. They both think they're
Oh,
doing a good job, okay?
oh.
You
Let's
see,
not talk
this
about that piece of shit.
well, the only thing I'm bringing up here is really not politics. I'm
Hmm.
bringing up this guy because he's fucking senile.
Yeah,
And I firmly believe Frank is fucking senile, bipolar, and has quite a few other disorders in there. I mean, the guy takes Xanax, right? He takes other medication. You see he's up, he's fucking down. 1 minute he's quitting, 1 minute he's back, 1 minute he's excited, 1 minute he's really low. I mean, that's all the fucking signs of bipolar. All right. Now
bipolar one.
I'm not saying I'm a fucking psychiatrist or anything like that, but I have seen shit like that in people that have bipolar one.
Hmm.
Okay. And I really think he needs to see a fucking doctor, get on lithium, quit drinking, quit smoking, and he may even out, and he may be able to find somebody to actually be a friend with. Okay.
Quit life. You forgot to mention that.
Quit what?
Quit life.
Yeah, quit life. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, shit.
You know, and one thing, and I'm gonna put this out there. I don't give a fuck. I know, Jay, you're watching. You're just as much as a fucking scumbag as Barry, all these guys. Okay, but you know what? I'll give you some advice in your shows. You need to fucking take a lawnmower and shave that fucking chest of yours, man. I mean, goddamn, you look like a little fucking gerbil sitting there, fucking talking about cryptocurrency. You're in the fucking Philippines, bro. Fucking forget that. We all know you're a broke bitch. We know it. We have found out you're broke.
So what
What are
is
you
this shit? What is this shit in the live chat? Now I'm filing charges.
Okay.
It's a message.
Yeah.
Jimmy's wife.
Yeah. I don't know. It's some troll.
Jesus Christ. I mean, where are you going to file charges with, bitch?
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking goddamn, you don't understand. I've been threatened with lawsuits from here to fucking Topeka. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here's the lawsuit, boys. Fucking Steve, Joey, Franklin, right? Those are the three major ones. Oh yeah, JW. There's another one. All right.
Yeah.
Threatened me with a fucking lawsuit, and Frank threatened to have the fucking local police come to my house. They never showed up.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to show up. I know all the local police for when I worked for the local government. Okay, and they all know fucking Popeye, and they all know I'm a cantankerous asshole, and they love me. You know.
Yeah.
They're not going to fucking. You send a fucking phone call to the local police here, dude, you're going to have all the fucking 911 operators laughing in fucking unison of your fucking silly shit, especially when you tell them you're calling all the way from fucking Philippines. All right? They're just going to roll off their fucking chair. All right? This is the shit that's been thrown at me. So you file your fucking charges in your non-existent court, in your non-existent fucking mind, all right? And maybe I'll throw some LSD at you and you can go back on another psychedelic fucking trip, all right? Because, like, your shit means nothing, period.
Right.
What was said? What was said, by the way? I didn't see it because it was deleted so fast. I didn't even see
it. It said, now I'm filing charges.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like fucking Frank. So bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying when I seen it. Just the way it was written, that has Frank all over it.
That had Frank all over it.
Speaking of Frank, I just received the FB message here from a other guy who doesn't really like Frank. Is a vlogger, and he said, ask Popeye to do a short on the one nut and dog sex. I just want to put that out there because I promised I'm going to read out this message. I just wanted to deliver that. Ask Popeye to do a short about the one nut and dog sex.
One nut and fucking sex with the dog.
Actually, you know what I see in my mind for you not to get a strike?
Yeah.
You zoom in on a poor little peanut, and then you see two dogs fucking in the street somewhere in the alley, and everybody knows what it means.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I could come up with something very innovative. Give me about 70 fucking 2 hours, and a pot of coffee, and that will make you laugh. All right.
Yeah, I know.
That's one of the only That's one of the few drugs that I like in this world is caffeine.
Hmm.
Right. And I'm addicted to chocolate and fucking Oreos with a tall
Oh,
glass of fucking milk.
damn. Really? That's the same thing. It's chocolate, Oreos, and milk. Damn. That's scary, Popeye.
You
Fucking
know,
scary.
because like, dude, my first 3 years in the Philippines, they didn't have real milk.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
was like, had to drink that bullshit. And that stuff was hard to hack down, man.
Yeah, but they didn't have any ship for you. Oh, wait, you weren't on a ship, huh? Yeah, that's right. You were. Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Oh, dude, I spent 3 years there. Then I
Hmm.
went to a ship, the USS
Hmm.
Garden, which is now
Yeah.
at the bottom of the ocean off the coast of Hawaii. Every time we went on Westpac, I would spend 30 days in the Philippines.
Hmm.
We'd pull out to sea, come back, spend another 15 to 20 days in Philippines. Okay. Well, like, and then I was on that ship for fucking 6 years. After
Hmm.
I got off that ship after the Gulf War, I went back to Philippines for another fucking tour of duty. Right.
Hmm. Yeah.
So when these clowns say, "Oh, Popeye can't afford to go back to Philippines," Popeye can't go
Don't.
back to the Philippines. He's too fucking old. It's not
Yeah.
that I can't. It's that I won't and don't want to. I have
That
a
speaks volumes. Yeah.
I have a life here. And like I
Yeah.
told you fucking idiots, there's only three things to do in Philippines. Go see the chocolate fucking hills. Uh,
Right.
Go play in the bars and get in trouble with the girls,
Hmm.
or find a nice woman and get married, and you're definitely going to end up making babies whether you want to or not. And all three of those choices are just fucking something I don't want to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, and these messages come from the guys that are all fucking around in the bars having a good time and,
Hmm.
screwing these Filipinas over and taking advantage of them.
Right.
Right. And I'm not trying to white knight here. I'm just telling you what they fucking do. Period.
Oh, weren't we just talking about that, Aloe, earlier? That was a good point to bring up, remember? About
Which one?
about guys that are coming into the Philippines, remember?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember just prior to the show, we discussed a little bit about why there's this misperception. I would call it misperception
Right,
that
right.
everything in the Philippines is absolutely cheap, and they're going to make it in the Philippines. And I think that when you
Right.
look at we have examples. Okay, we had Peter Vandiver, we have Bama, we have GI Joe, we have Ben 40K Newton. All these guys show you a
Hmm.
different type of lifestyle. And when I look at these guys, I must say that none of those people show a lifestyle that I would wanna have. And of course, some of you might say that's because you guys are just jealous because they're having a good time, they're having fun. You know,
Hmm.
when you go to the Philippines and in the first few weeks you already end up with like a couple of days in jail, and then now there's a lawsuit against you. Is that the kind of lifestyle you mean? Or do you talk about the other dude with his Inter Milan football shirt who cleans his shirts in a public toilet or in a bar's toilet? Or are you talking about the guy who cannot come up with enough of money to pay for his own lawyer fees because he fucked it up again with a woman? Or are you talking about the guy who bought himself a fucking shack and is now renovating it and thinks that it is some sort of a mansion and that's his fucking lifetime achievement? Which one of these guys are you referring to? Or are you talking about the refugee who thinks that buying versus renting, or being part time in the Philippines, or all that stuff is a sign that you must be a loser just because you don't share the same opinion and lives along a road? I mean, which of these guys do you think is a winner, by the way, and which one are we jealous of? That is something that I have never gotten an answer to. And no, the perception that things are very cheap in the Philippines, that might be true for certain things, like certain items and certain places where you live. But if you want to live a good life in the Philippines, if you want to live almost you know, I would not use the word Western lifestyle, because in the mind of these guys, it means that if somebody wants to have a Western lifestyle, why would they go to the Philippines? But when you turn around that logic, it means, why do you go to the Philippines to live like a poor person? That's the point. You can live good in the Philippines, and when you want to live, let's say, a solid middle class life in the Philippines, even upper middle class life in the Philippines, where you have your own car, your own house, or you rent a nice place somewhere in a nice area, then it's going to cost you money. And I think that the costs are almost, the same than or comparable in your with the costs that you had in your home country. And some of these guys actually were bragging about how good their life is, but then it would slip out of their mouth that they had problems to cover their living expenses back in this case, back in the United States. And that's something that they usually would not talk about. But I heard the same people saying WTF and others are losers because they cannot afford to stay in a Western country. And actually, the two of you who are here on the panel were the victims of the same guy. And victims is probably not the right term here, but you were targeted at some point. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
once they said, okay, you do not have enough money, WTF, you are a guy who splits his time and therefore a loser. And in the case of Popeye, you've heard it many times. He cannot afford to go to the Philippines. I mean, that is just, that is just fucking absurd.
Let
I
me
don't
give
want
Right.
to
you.
dig it up for any of these guys here, but when I hear stuff like that, it comes in into the right ear and leaves on the left ear. It's just fucking BS. I
Let
mean,
me
look
give
at these
you.
dudes.
Let
No
me
food, no teeth, no house, no nothing. All BS. And they are the guys who talk a big game. Come on. Come on.
let me give you a prime example of a new guy going to the Philippines.
Yeah.
Back in 1983, I got my orders to the Philippines. Okay? And it was 3 months before I was going. A new guy stepped on the ship, and I showed him around. He was taking my place. I was his sponsor. I showed him where his battle station was, and I told him the stories of the Philippines, and he says, "Wow, that sounds like a really great fucking place to go, Popeye," and da 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 da. Now I have known this person, and I still talk to him to this day. And when I left YouTube, he contacted me and he said, "Guess what, Popeye? I'm going to the Philippines." Now, I know this guy well. He's a good dude, just solid. He's somebody you want on your side. He's like Ella would say, a decent everyday workaday guy, he's like what Ella explains.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to the Philippines and he kept sending me the pictures and I kept sending him messages, go here, go see this, go see that. And when he went over there, he already had a girl to meet. And I was very shocked, the woman that he met. Okay. He's about he's about 5 years younger than me. And the girl that he met was his age, just about. So he met an age appropriate woman. She wasn't bad looking gal for her age.
Mm-hmm.
And she met him at the airport. She picked him up and she has her own car. She runs her own fucking business. And he's showing me the pictures, and I'm like, yeah, he's not being taken, and he's having a good fucking time. And she took him all over wherever he wanted to go. And I could clearly see this woman wanted a husband. And yeah, this guy is
Right.
my age. He likes me. But my buddy, he really wasn't going to look for a wife. He wanted to see what Popeye saw. Okay. And
Uh-huh.
he didn't get to see too much of that, which I'm glad he didn't. But he got to see a lot of good things. And when he got back, he said, Popeye, I don't think I'll be going back. I think I'll be going to another country. Yeah, I liked it, but I didn't like it enough to stay there. He said, I got to go to a few of the bars, and if I was younger, I would have liked it. He said, but my dick don't stand up 3 times a night like it used to. Okay. Very honest guy. Very honest guy. And I said, yeah, I understand that. And I said, these young Filipinas have a very healthy sexual appetite when they love you. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
a guy your age could get fucked to death. Okay. Plain and simple. But he had a great time, but it just wasn't for him. And see, he went there. He didn't become a Mongo. Why? Because he had no inkling to become a Mongo. That was not his intent when he stepped into the country. His intent was to have a good time, see some things. And he's proof positive of what a decent person will do when they go to the Philippines compared to what a fucking Bama and a few other of these fucking dipshits will do. Period.
I would
You
like
got
to
it.
say happy birthday to Ed. Happy 82nd birthday, Ed. I hope many more to come. Happy birthday, Ed. Ed Lippitt,
Was
ladies
he
and gentlemen.
82? Alan? Alan,
Sorry?
was he 82? He's
Yeah.
not 80. I thought he was 67, 68.
Oh, it's 82. 82nd birthday today of Ed Lippitt, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday, dear
Hey,
Ed.
dear Ed.
Happy
Happy
birthday, dear
birthday,
Ed.
dear Ed.
Happy
Happy
birthday, happy
birthday, happy
birthday, happy
birthday,
birthday to
birthday to
you.
you.
How old are you now? How old are you now?
Hey, how ironic is that? 82nd. Boy, I just love the sound of that. Ed, 82nd. Hoo-ah. Oh, fuck. That's funny. But, yeah, this shit is coming to a grind. Oh, we got a special guest that has showed up.
Special guest, man.
The special guest. He's right there. Inquiring minds want to know. He just couldn't handle it anymore, and he had to show his fucking face, or at least his fucking wording. Oh my goodness! Would you like to come up here, Gerry the Fairy, and have a little discussion?
No, I cannot make it. I'm in the pool right now and doing my James Bond Paddy Master degree.
Oh shit!
Dude, should I send him some Dawn dishwashing soap so he can
Yeah.
degrease his pool after he jumps in?
I don't know, but what's funny is he thinks it bothers me by saying private foxtrot. Whether or not it was private or whatever the rank was, you're still acknowledging me, so it's all good, man. You'll never get under my skin. You know what's funny about you? You're still, I have something over you that you'll never have. I was born in America. Take it forever you want it, motherfucker.
Oh yeah. I just call him the interloper from now on.
Do you hear that song in your head right now? Like, Bruce Springsteen. You should put that on like everybody
Born
goes
in
like,
the USA.
It's okay, Gerry. Not everybody can be an Armenian. There's so many people who hate you guys. You need to stand up proud and fly that flag in front of your house in Valencia, you stupid hobo.
Have you ever read the book A Man Without a Country?
No, I have not. I have
Oh,
not.
dude, you need to read that fucking book. Look it
Who
up.
Who is the writer?
I can't remember the writer. I just remember the book. Okay, A Man Without a Country. Okay,
American novelist or something like that?
Yeah, this is set.
Check it out. Yeah,
this is set in the revolutionary time of America.
I'll check it out. Yeah, cool.
All right, you check it out.
Yeah.
Then you will really comprehend a used car salesman.
Wait, can Aloe read though? Or Aloe, can you read?
I have somebody else who does it for me at the hotel where I live
they
at.
got they got audio books, okay?
I knew he was
Speaking
going to
of
say
books,
that.
by the way, I just want to put that
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine has recommended this to me. It's called Calibre, and it's absolutely fantastic. He himself, you know who you are. He is a reader himself, and a couple of months ago, he recommended me the program. It's an app that you can find everywhere. Calibre. And it allows you to download books right to your computer, and it's all for fucking free. And all the classics, also new stuff you can find on there, and it's in different languages, of course, English being the biggest portion of it, but you can find like German stuff there as well, and French and Italian, even Russian, and all kinds of stuff. And it's all for free. And I realized that because I'm actually a little bit of a reader myself, and I realized I can just download it and read it on my fucking MacBook, and it's all for free.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Just want to put it
That's
out.
good shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you can get that book by Kurt Vonnegut.
No.
Okay, Man Without a Country. It will explain what the used car salesman is. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you could do a whole fucking live stream on it and just keep hitting the fairy over the head with that book. Okay.
Oh.
Bobby is in the channel and he got his New Balance. I would like you to congratulate and say, Bobby, I want to say great. And I saw the picture of your New Balance shoes, all black. Ladies and gentlemen, applause for Bobby's channel. New Balance shoes. Bravo, bravo.
Dude, they make them that big?
That's fucking funny.
And since you are in the chat, Bobby, what's your shoe size? And there's a reason why I asked, because Bobby is a really also tall guy, and I wanna ask him what's your shoe size, and can you do it in euros, like European size?
You know that Armenian dumb fuck is sitting there in the background rubbing one out right there in front of his wife, because he sure as hell can't please her, and he's sitting there. Well, I just
he's really not doing that, bro. What he's doing, he just Googled Man Without a Country, and he's wondering how the fuck Popeye just insulted his ass. Because he knows nothing about American fucking history.
No, he probably only knows enough to get his citizenship, and that was it at that time.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh man, I just love fucking with him. I've learned a lot in the years watching, and I tell you what, doing this shit is more fun than getting all riled up over bullshit. It's just fucking great. I just love it. I just watch these guys fucking blow a
It's fucking
gasket.
addictive, right?
Oh no, I've got the bug and I'm gonna fucking stick and you can eat the shit out of my ass. I
Yeah,
don't care.
Steve, you're right. Edward Everett Hale wrote that in 1863. But there's
Mhm.
also one by Kurt Vonnegut also.
Mhm.
I think there's 2 or 3 authors, but you are correct. I just wanted to let you know that because, like, I value somebody who brings something to the live chat. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
You
Something
are
productive.
valued, you are honored, you are treasured. Okay.
Don't go that fucking far, damn. Shit. But anyways, me and Aloe were talking about, limiting our shows to 3-hour fucking gangbangs and shit and all that shit. I don't know. I know it's late for you, Popeye. You got to get your Oreos and cookies before you go to sleep, right?
Dude, but I have that melatonin, so I fall asleep naturally.
You know what? I was looking at that shit. I might get my dosage of melatonin as well. Actually, nearly came late to the show today, but yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, it's just a joke. But when these guys, I had a friend a while back who was in the Navy, and he told me he was out so much that when he gets on land, he gets land sickness or whatever he called that. Is that shit true?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, shit.
Let me tell you, I spent 2 years on a DD. That's a small boy. Okay. It has a complement of 253 sailors. It's a very small, slim ship. It can do close to 50 knots.
Oh, fuck.
All right. And motherfucker, I remember we fucking hit the Indian Ocean and ran into a storm. You guys call them walls. We call them bulkheads. I was walking on the fucking bulkheads. Okay.
Oh, shit.
We had young boot camp ensigns, what we call butter bars, fucking hugging fucking Cadillacs and puking in them. What a Cadillac is what you dip your mop in. And
yeah.
Okay, we call them Cadillacs. Right. And I remember we were out for like 45 days and then we hit a fucking port. And I remember stepping on land and it felt like land was fucking moving. Okay. And it was the first time in my military career I ever felt anything like that because the only other ships I've ever been on, like, is an aircraft carrier. It's a floating fucking city. All right. You don't even feel it when you pull out to sea. Okay. You don't even feel that the ship is fucking moving until you go up on fucking deck and look and say, yeah, we're actually fucking moving. Oh my fucking God. Right. But when you're on a fucking small boy, it's a whole different fucking game. If you got a weak stomach, you're in for a long tour of duty, motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah. There was the guy that I knew, I met him at one of the MEP stations, if you know what that is. Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, I know what a MEP station is. We got them in the Navy too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And we met the guys who were getting ready to take off to go to boot camp, and he was going Navy. We're all in the same hotel. And then later I got his phone number and his email, or was it email? Can't remember back then. I don't remember how he contacted me now, but he found me on Facebook and we were talking. And he said he had another friend that was in a submarine, and he said that's even worse,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those guys are crazy, man, going out that long in a tin can. Damn, that's some crazy shit.
If you ever really want to experience that, like, take a small boat out, like a 15-footer, or maybe a popsicle stick boat. like what fucking Santai 7 used to own. And, you know, get into some rough water for about 4, 5, 6 hours. And then hit land, step on land, and see where your equilibrium is. It's not going to be there, man.
Well, you know what's funny? You brought that out, or brought that up. I was in the bay and we took one of those fishing tours, you know, to go out getting I forgot the name of the fish. The fucking eyes were all bulged out and everything. But anyways, I went on one of those, and the guy said, "Don't fucking eat before you come on this," you know, because we booked it in advance, and I didn't. But boy, I tell you what, I remember now. Now it's bringing back some memories. I remember that fucking people puking, fucking. They tell them to get in the house there in the center and everything. But it was fun at the same time. But I didn't throw up, but I did get sick.
Yeah, you didn't feel good, did you? Huh?
No, fuck no.
Little green in the behind the ears there, huh?
Yeah. I ain't no Superman on the water, but my home is in a plane jumping out. That's where I felt comfortable.
But I tell you the funniest thing I ever saw right here in Florida. We got right here. I think up in Newport Richey, we got a casino boat. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one time, my bro, he dropped me off because I was going to spend the day on the casino boat. You know, sit there, look out over the ocean, have a few fucking cold ones. You know, maybe play a little slots, right? Well, we ran into bad weather. So I went up on the upper deck and I sat at the bar and I started drinking. But before we went out, there was this group of Filipinos there that we're proud of. They even had signs, "We're proud American, Filipino Americans," right? And I was smiling. I talked a little Tagalog to one of the guys and, you know, told him my experience with the Philippines. Well, after a while of drinking up on deck while the ship is like bouncing back and forth, I went below deck and all the proud American Filipinos, well, they were puking in fucking buckets and ashtrays. It was, and it smelled so fucking horrific. I felt so bad for them, man. I felt so bad for them, you know. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, what do you think, Alo? You want to close this down and?
Yeah, let's wrap this one here up. Fantastic show. Top performance again, like every time, and people still
You're welcome in the background, Popeye, if you want. When we're done, we always talk for a little bit and then we close. But hey, thank you guys for coming to another wonderful WTF fucking hate show. If you guys don't like it, you can eat the shit out of my ass. And Popeye, if there's anything you want to say before we go in the background.
Yeah, look, guys, I know you're tired of corn, so I'm just going to tell you, I had a Hershey bar with almonds in it, so now you can pick the almonds out of my shit and eat it. Okay?
You got it. You guys out? Peace.
Thanks. Bye-bye.